Hello, everyone. We are live with a Season 13 Week 6 game. This is the finals of the Central Bracket. We have Kurtis and Mike. Mike is the red player, and let's see what he's bringing. He has what looks to be a Brotherhood Hellfire combination, potentially. And we got Red Skull in here. We've got a whole mix of things. Beta Ray Bill and Emma, of course. Hulk is here. And we have a Cabal list from a Cabal slash potentially unaffiliated list from Kurtis. So let's see what happens. We're gonna let them know we're live. And joining me on commentary is Schmid. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going well. Looks like he has Emma, but no My Hellfire Club, so he is truly going
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, good
Brotherhood
call.
this game. Well, it's really nice. You're a Hellfire player. Both of them are, well, he's a Brotherhood player, but they all played Hellfire for the first 5 games. Well, he played, I guess, 9 of their 10 games. Just get to the 5-0 easily with Hellfire, then you can play whatever you want at 5-0, because who really cares if you're 5-1 or 6-0? So,
Yeah.
riding it all the way up here, and then they can have their fun in game number 6. But should be a good.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Kurtis hasn't played this list in any of his previous TTS matches here. He's got I think he saw what Aaron did last week, or was it last week, week 5, where he ran unaffiliated
Yeah.
against X Force, and Mike has been playing Brotherhood for a while. He's just jumped into Hellfire recently and won a bunch of Hellfire games in the league so far. But he's experienced with Brotherhood. Is Emma a Brotherhood character, or is she just like
Uh,
X-Men? I'd have to check. I've never seen her in Brotherhood, so I would be interested to find out or to
I don't know
check
if she's
that.
affiliated.
I
I
wish
should check.
I should know this,
I
but
can
like
check.
I just
I'll check for you.
yeah, right. It's
She is Brotherhood. Okay, interesting.
she is
Didn't know
Brotherhood.
that.
Okay, very cool.
They're playing
15 threat.
15. Well, this is the interesting one. So I pretty much know, pretty much 100% what Curtis is going to take because we've been talking about this roster. Because
He's gonna play unaffiliated Thanos, Baron Zemo Panther, right?
no,
Oh,
no,
he doesn't
no.
have
He's gonna
Panther.
play. He's gonna play affiliated Red Skull 3 Zemo
That's
Thanos because he
7.
takes he
Okay,
takes
that's right.
Mind Space
There's
Thanos.
no Panther here, so yeah.
Yeah, and he takes mind space, so like he kind of gets reality on one of his attacks already because of the leadership. So that's kind of the thought process there. He can have a little bit more control by taking mind space and then using the leadership to um, kind of cover that little bit of gap. Obviously, you don't get on defense or pay the flips or anything, but still makes him a good fighter. And you can turn one teleport if you want
Yeah,
Thanos up the board, so you
I can
can.
see all that. That's I'm a little nervous for Mike. I don't know if he knows what he's getting into, because like Thanos is a pretty hard counter against Magneto with all that, especially with like the mind cosmic portal. Um, yeah,
Just displacing him and then teleporting him away and stuff like that. I wonder if Mike will go. I didn't see his whole list. Will he go Hulk, Magneto 3, or will he go Mags,
it's tricky.
Juggernaut, Apex? Or
I'm
will he go something else that I have no idea, like some Mystique shit?
Yeah. I
What do you
don't
think?
know. I think he's gonna. I think he's in an uphill battle, especially if he goes 3 wide. I think it's a problem. Maybe he can go 4 wide, um, and get Hulk as last activation. Maybe if he can make that work. I mean, you can if you do that, you can also get Pyro on your list because you're playing Mystique at that point, and then you can
Does he have a
get
third three
Pyro
that would work?
to root and incinerate, or sorry, root and slow Thanos, and then eventually and potentially incinerate him. Like maybe that's something that could happen.
Yeah.
You need to, but like you have to assume that Curtis is bringing Thanos here. If that's the case, like that's why you'd go 4 wide with Hulk. But I mean, going last with Hulk is always great.
Yeah.
Hulk on Gamma is, I mean, that's a thing. It's been a thing for the entirety in the existence of the game, pretty much. So um, anyway, Schmid, how are you connected to Kurtis here? How do you know Kurtis?
I know Curtis because, well, I started playing about a year ago. and we were in lunch meets together, and then eventually like we played each other, and then we just started talking, and now we talk about MCP almost every day. It feels like, and we are now going to squad goals together on a team along with Johnny Pastrami. We've actually had a side chat because we were going to do like a podcast together, like just one little thing about lunch meat and all that kind of stuff. And then it never actually happened, but we stayed in contact talking. And then I guess squad goals came up, and I got my wife's permission. He got permission from his wife. Johnny was already in the area, and then it happened. And now we're coming to beat up you and your boys.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, shout out to the Alfredo's Size 3 Taco Truck podcast for putting on this event. It's in Chicago in May, late May, I think. What
May
is
18th and
18th? Okay,
19th.
18th. Yeah, there you go. And it's in Chicago, and it's a team event, three-person team event. You can share. You have to have unique characters for each of your teammates, but other than that, you can replicate or duplicate crises and duplicate tactic cards. So it's a twist on the game. I think team events are a lot of fun because you get
Yep.
to like win as a team, lose a team. You're in it together, kind of thing, and uh, and it's just not like it's just a different experience than just playing solo in an event. I like them a lot, and I'm going as well, and I'm excited to
Yeah,
partake.
you have like,
So
I mean, there's a lot of good teams too. I think that's another thing. A lot of the notable podcasters and TTS players and stuff are going to be there. So I'm excited just to meet a lot of the people I've talked to. I talked to Lucas a lot, Johnny, Kurtis. I don't talk to DeLuca a lot, but I've seen him on his on the Danger Room. Yeah, people. There's a lot of people that I want to meet. All the taco truck guys. So I'm
yeah,
excited because my first big one for MCP. Obviously, well, not obviously you guys don't know me very well, but I've been doing big tournaments for like 15, 20 years at this point. I counter team events. I mean, I think they're the best. I've been to team events in Europe for USA stuff, and they're always the most fun way to play any miniature game. Oh shit! Here we
here
go.
we
Look,
go. So
I told you. I'm
Mike
not
is
surprised you took
bringing
that.
a three wide Brotherhood list with Pyro, Hulk, and Magneto as the leader. We've got
This is
Magnetic
classic
Refraction,
MCP right here.
Pyrotechnics, Asteroid M, Fallback, Brace for Impact, and against him is the list you predicted. We've got Red Skull, Master of the World, Thanos, and Baron Zemo. We've got
Yeah.
Brace, Dark Rain, Cosmic Obliteration, I'm a Baron after all, Recalibration Matrix. All right, so let's see how this goes. What do you think of the teams that they both brought?
I like. I don't know. I don't know enough about Magneto to be like he sucks for Thanos, but I like the Hulk Pyro over like the Jugs Apex pick. I think rooting Thanos could be really big. Um, I mean, he could just get destroyed too. To be completely honest with you, why is he so bad? Just because he gets moved? Is that the only reason why? Is
Why?
there any
What
other reason
Magneto?
Magneto is bad versus
Thanos?
Thanos?
No, no. Yeah, it's. I think it's especially this one. It's the Cosmic Portal and the Mind Gem. Both just.
Gotcha.
It basically it's a double stagger. You have to like move twice to recover. Asteroid M is gonna undo that once. So you really, if you are like, if you pull Asteroid M, you really need to flip Thanos on that
Mhm.
activation so that he only has the Mind Gem left, and then he doesn't have to deal with the Cosmic Portal because that it goes away when he is injured. So we've
I
got
do
yeah.
really think the root could be really useful here. It's normally good on Thanos period just because of all the stuff he does. But with the two gems, they're both superpowers, right? Like he would have to get +1 for each one.
Yes, exactly. Both. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Thanos now being like a big part of Curtis's list is the whole death decree, like your guys, which he only has two, so it's not like it takes that much power. But that costing three, a portal costing a bit more, like it adds up really fast. And maybe Hulk just punches Thanos and kills him. I mean, that's another thing too. Um, he, the team does a lot of damage, but if you don't finish off Hulk, man, and he just punches you back and staggers you and throws you in your own team, there's only three models over there, and Zemo and Red Skull 3 are not exactly tanky.
Yeah.
So
It's funny that from both of these players who have been playing a lot of Hellfire like lately, which has been it's typically considered a scenario team, and that's you typically bring scenario models. And Curtis has been like slowly updating his Hellfire list to be more fighty with like adding in Logan and X-23 and things like that.
Mhm.
And now he's like he's like completely turned to like gamma, like playing like the all of the heavy attrition stuff and just running. This is it's funny, just like him slowly turning into a
Aggressive
a
player.
dice rolling player, I guess.
Yeah, and part of it is the team event too, because Hellfire and a 3-man team you can make it work, but when you can take anything you want and you just take all the good stuff, it kind of you have to give something up or change your roster for your teammates. So he knows that I like Ultron and I like Rhino and stuff like that. So he's just being the good guy and giving me what I want so he can take Thanos. But I think I've had a million Thanos ideas he's had to pitch to me in the last 24 hours, it feels like. And I think he loves that model for some reason. I mean, everyone seems to like it, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you think Pyrotechnics was good here? I guess, okay, before the game, even they're doing their stuff, Pyro moved up. Do you find, like, he took Pyrotechnics?
Yeah.
There's only maybe, I guess, in a world where like he can get all the viruses and then score out. I guess that's on the viruses, not the worst idea. But I'm just wondering if like this game is going to go to score or is it going to be just somebody's dying?
Yeah, I don't know. When I'm playing a mission like this, I just don't even go out for the side stuff unless like there's a huge window of like there's just a huge gap in my opponent's play and it's like, "Oh, I can my opponent's not collecting any viruses and I can get two of them safely or whatever blah blah blah." It's like I might not even go for them at all. Like if I don't know. It's or like if I play, I mean, I don't know. I maybe you grab one for sure so that you don't lose from a virus collection. But
Hmm.
other than that, I don't even worry about them because they're all gonna collapse into the middle anyway, or the one on the side isn't gonna be picked up, and it's just gonna be a fight like in the middle, well, like it was the whole time, and no one's really gonna care about the extracts. All right, we've got a terrain throw. Looks like Magneto threw a size 2 into a size 1. So that's why. So every character is getting power from doing that. And Magneto is double walking. Um, all right.
This is where I'm a little scared of like. I mean, this is where like having priority and stuff isn't maybe as good as he wants it to be. But I don't know. Is he gonna portal up Zemo and just do a Death of the Kree turn one? Can he do that? He can do that.
So the other thing, Krunstall is kind of bringing this up here, but if the characters are incinerated, Pyro can play the card, which will shove them off the points, even if they don't have an objective.
Oh, really? You can play it without an objective?
Yeah, so it means that like you could like it could be a VP swapping card just on the secure. It looks like Mike is not on the gamma here, or he's not on the point, so he didn't pick up the legacy. I don't know if that was a miscalculation or if
I
he's
mean, he could have measured within one, so I feel like it had to be like
yeah.
maybe it was a miscalculation, but it feels like he could have easily, unless he couldn't get far enough
I think
up.
it
Like,
was a situation of like square measuring like a straight line into a circle, kind of awkward placement, maybe. But either way, he Magneto's in the middle. And Baron Zemo has I'm a Baron after all. Like I think like that's he could be measuring that. He could be measuring just a move and attack here. But I mean, it feels like Magneto is there as like a Thanos bait. Maybe it's like get Thanos to activate before Hulk, and then you can activate
mm,
Hulk because you have priority, right? So you'd love to get two activations with Hulk before Thanos gets his first activation in round two. Um, that's might be what we're seeing here, and Kurtis is activating
yeah,
Zemo here, so we're not gonna see
it was.
we're not gonna see that.
So I'm wondering why like Red Skull 3 went out to the flank to pick up that virus because
We could see a
like
cosmic portal. We could see cosmic portal Red Skull back in, and maybe Red Skull could use Thanos' power to just like teleport himself back in, or just double move later in the game. I mean,
yeah, it's just taking a damage and like being out of range of anything else for like a point. I don't know. I think like you said, like if Zemo went out to the far one on the left, I would be worried in a sense that like now you have both your little 5, 6 health models taking a damage. He can't heal. Baron, after all, can heal. Okay, I'm wrong. And then they have to take time. Like Red Spell's to take time to get back in. Oh, I don't know if I would have went out there,
What else
but
would he have done? He would have just sat on the
out
back
on the
gamma,
back
which is
point.
Zemo's already doing. I don't know, like
Well, Zemo could have. Oh, in my world, Zemo gets portal up and then like I don't know. I have no idea.
I
I'm
don't
super
think
aggressive.
I don't think it's a bad move. I think it's
I'm
just
up
a
there,
move.
yeah.
It's just a move. I think is what this is.
And I guess Thanos can only throw Hulk with his attack, so um,
Ryan says Zemo's going to do a lot of work this game. Yeah, Zemo. I mean, he's got that skull crit, so he's basically got a reality. I mean, he has the reality gem equivalent,
we can
or
only
a crappier reality gem, and he's got Death's Decree. So
we can
yeah,
we can only trust Ryan so much. He got his browbeat by
okay.
Curtis the other night, so
Oh
with
God.
this list, so he's shook right now. He's shook.
Okay.
He's a local of mine, so
Gotcha.
he was
Okay. All
talking
right.
to me.
All right. I wasn't sure. All right.
Yeah,
But
don't worry.
all right. You can be pretty blunt sometimes, but man, you know what? when I when I hear a Torbjorn speak, man, it's like he just says it how it is.
Listen, we're very different, Lucas. Me and you, and that's okay. That is okay. What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
Is he gonna throw some? I guess he can. It's every turn, so he could get power again. But I feel like you don't want to throw too much now, like especially like the size threes, because he only has a throw on Red Skull 3, who's all the
Yeah.
way over there. And you don't want to take your own terrain away, man.
Yeah.
I think I guess I will see what Thanos does because I'm thinking of a world where Hulk like gets in there and dazes Baron Zemo instantly, but probably gonna be too far away at that point. He
Yeah.
should pick Warpath. That's what you need to take.
Warpath is a pretty sweet. I've been playing in a few games, and I mean, it's not a restricted card, right? It doesn't feel like a restricted card, but it is useful. It can be useful.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I should have brought Fallback here, and I should have brought Warpath. So my next thing I want to do is bring both, and then have that flexibility. So I'm gonna
If
try that out.
it feels like one of those cards that on paper you're like this. There's a lot of cards in this game that just look really good, and like this is useful, and then you're like, it'd be useful if I had 10 slots in
Yeah,
my roster. Like, but then when it comes down, the push comes to shove, and you got to pick brace or sacrifice or something over it, you just don't. All
yeah.
right, so he's mind gemming, and I do like the mind gem. Having that much control on Thanos, plus he basically got a free attack because of it in this case.
So this was that only a space gem up to where he is now? I think
He
it
space
was,
jumped up to
right?
where he
So he's
was, and
got
then
two
mind gem.
attacks into a Hulk. Yeah, I see what you're saying. We could have cosmic portaled too. So I think we're in the same
Yeah, but
spot
they can do it again
regardless.
after.
He can, yeah, he can also they can then cosmic portal Magneto
Oh,
maybe. We've got. Did he explode the crits?
he did.
He probably did.
He
Yeah.
based
So
the four.
one
What is
skull will
there?
count. So four with a wild throw. Hulk blocks nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hulk's starting to get angry already.
So I guess he's going to teleport Magneto off the point. Is what
Oh,
I
he's
guess will
gonna.
happen. Oh, see, I don't mind hitting the. I guess you can hit
You're gonna
Mags.
destroy it, and then you're gonna get power for mags.
Does
Which
it count if you destroy it and if the enemy destroys it?
yes, yeah, it's per turn. So
Okay.
you get power when your enemy destroys terrain. Um, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
just gonna do that.
Well, one thing about it, like, sure, you're giving Mags power, but like,
He
I
was
guess the
gonna throw
point.
it anyway. He was gonna throw it at
Yeah,
you
Mags is
anyway.
gonna throw it anyway. I mean, there's only what a size 4 in the two size 4s and that size 2 car, and then a couple other like. It could easily be you throw Hulk into two things and then Mags. I mean, he has a brace for one of the size 4s, so he just holds it for that. And I mean, Mags is going to be out of stuff to throw eventually, other than the size 2s, which are really bad versus Thanos.
Thanos is spending. Oh, he's what's this? Four. Hold on. He just gained four power, and now he spent
Cosmic.
4 power. I think he had to spend 4 power because he had to spend 1 for the skull that he
Yeah, yeah,
that he
yeah. So he
used.
got one less
So
power.
he's spending 4 for the energy blast, and
Mm-hmm.
he gets 5 into Hulk rolling 2 blocks. Let's see if anything else comes up. 3 blocks.
Okay, all right.
So it's a 2 more damage on Hulk with a wild slow and a push. I think the push is a mandatory trigger if I remember. Yes, it is. You have to push them, and you
Yeah,
have to gain them. Yeah, they have to gain slow, etc. Yeah, Titans will.
yeah. This is the tough part of being not having prio
It's funny that Hulk's like right beside the legacy, the other
or having
legacy.
prio.
It's like
Yeah.
maybe you just like pick that
He'll
up.
pick it up. You'll get it.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna see a cosmic portal from Thanos here. Going to cost 2 power, and he's gonna displace Magneto with a range 2 place, putting him outside of the gamma. So Magneto and Hulk will both be taking gamma damage this round. So Hulk round 1 will have taken 8 damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is
I mean,
hefty.
Zemo, Zemo charging in could just be him dead in like 2 turns with Death's Decree.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the gamma damage coming up here. 2-2. They
Mm.
both have 1 virus and they're back gamma. Thanos with mind space.
Here's what you
Oh,
do:
jeez, what a
you
menace.
you pick up that virus and then just run to your back gamma, and then hope you can make them come to you. Would you? You could only it would be a tie.
It's tricky with a large base character. If Thanos is like, I'm assuming there's no terrain in the way. If Thanos is within range 4 of you, his cosmic portal can teleport you to in range 2 of him. So
Mm.
just because
Yeah,
that base is so massive, that
yeah, that's pretty
yeah,
good.
that's so it's like he's still
And it
gonna
works
get hits on
for
you.
50 though too, right? It works for anything bigger than a medium.
Yeah. So what does Mike do here as an opening activation? Do you go with Pyro and you like move up
Run
and
and
you like hit Thanos with an incinerate and then like and also a range 3 root and slow, or do you?
I mean, I don't think he's in range to do. I think he has to, like, he can rune slow him, and then I don't think he'll make it for a range 3 in 1 move. So
Oh,
he'd
you
have
don't
to
think
double
so?
walk up there.
Oh yeah, that's it'd be
So
pretty rough. Well,
maybe now.
Pyro is your only asteroid M target for Magneto. So if he gets dazed, then Magneto can't jump back into the fight very quickly, other than walking. What's he gonna do here?
You're gonna pick it up and run.
Pick it up with Magneto?
No, just pick it up with Hulk and then walk to the back.
Yeah. I mean, it's an option. I have no idea. I'm very confused about how to handle Thanos here. I should just be playing Thanos. Like this is, um,
Yeah,
yeah. All
I
right.
think not having priority sucks, or
Yeah.
having priority sucks. Not having last activation really sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. So we've got Hulk with to spend 2 power for the virus. With this virus, you do have to spend 1 extra power for each virus you're already holding to pick up the next one. So if Hulk does get his hands or has the opportunity to pick up the third virus, he'd have to spend 3 power. He's gonna throw this car into this piece of terrain to give everyone on his team 1 extra power.
Just
And
clearing it out of the
then
way.
yeah, it
It
looks
was in
like
the way of his leap.
yeah, he's gonna probably
Honestly,
just retreat to the back
yeah,
to the
I
back
feel like this
gamma.
game's gonna be very quick, so that's nice at least. How do you feel about 3 tall MCP versus like 6 wide matches? You've cast a lot of games, so I'm curious how you feel about it.
Um, whoa.
Oh
We had a
shit!
rewind time situation. Someone pressed the letter Z on their keyboard. Classic
Was not.
mistake. What that means is that that wasn't you, right?
I can't. No, I
I
can't
don't
do
think we
anything.
can. I don't think we can.
No,
So
I'm not
yeah,
even touching my
okay.
keyboard.
Um,
God damn it, Mike!
it was all right. So we're dealing with a bunch of mystery characters now.
You gotta
um,
turn off the top-down view,
oh yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. How do I do that? Here we go. It doesn't. It's not going to let me.
Oh, yep. Rip. Rip stream.
All right, guys. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. Oh man, that's rough. The overlay, the character models, the health. Maybe I can turn that off. Um,
Hmm.
took power
He
off
tried to
Hulk's.
rewind because there was the he
Oh, okay.
couldn't he couldn't get it to the thing. Okay, it's very
Um,
important.
okay. So I think Mike. Oh, I see. Mike made a mistake somehow with the range on
He,
throwing the
he he just
terrain.
picked up the block in the back, and he couldn't reach it with the size 2, so he took a power off Hulk for the leadership. He
Oh,
would only get
gotcha.
power
Because he
total.
threw the two. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what's
Um,
interesting? Well, Red Skull's not going to go in. Here's what's going to happen. He's going to somehow Red Skull's going to get him into the fight, and he's going to pyrotexis him and pick it up with Hulk, and Hulk's going to just die with the virus, but he's going to score 6 for it, and then it'll be too late to come back for Kurtis.
I am. So back to your question.
Yeah.
I like to watch the games that have more activations because
Mhm.
then there's more decisions. It's more. I don't know. Just like the more brain. I mean, these are all. There's more times you have to think about what to do, whereas this there's less times to think about what to do. So
Yeah.
there's probably like it's a shorter game, and I like my MCP, so I like to watch the longer games.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
thing is, I'm definitely anti like tall sometimes because I think it can be very boring. People bring their 3 wide list and one little guy and two big. I think Thanos is. I can see why people like playing him, but I think like these kind of matchups are more fun to be like the two people playing than like watching them
yeah.
because it just feels like it doesn't get that super. But again, you have like 6 wide webs who run around and do nothing, or Spirit of Wakanda who just blast a bunch of power and run away with extracts is not exactly the most thrilling MCP in the world either. So
Yeah.
I can complain about anything, I guess.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, X Force just like kills you on the midline, and we've got Hellfire just gains power and healing factor, and then you've just got Green Goblin rolling your defense dice. I mean, just like
That's honest MCP. Hey, Green, you don't bring Green
I'm
Goblin
just,
into the
I'm just
Hellfire
saying. I'm just saying.
Thanos
Everyone has their
conversation.
whatever, whatever. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that like, where's the line? Everyone has their own arbitrary line as to what
Line is
where
between
everything ends.
3 tall Thanos and 7 wide webs. Like anywhere in between that is fine.
Everywhere in between that is good. Ah, man.
Yeah, I'm happy with like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Ah, dude, I think that there's a few more. There's a few more outliers in that. I guess like my line where it's like between like what's. Uh, I don't know. I don't really. Does it really matter?
Well,
I
what would
like
you
watching
change?
great players make good decisions, and games come down to the wire. That's really I ultimately that's what I like to see. Um, so it doesn't. I guess like it doesn't matter really. I don't really care that much what teams are being played or what characters are being played. I just like to see interesting things happen in the game, and players playing their best.
Does this game count right now for interesting things happening?
Well, I think that the retreating Hulk back here is the most interesting thing that's happened this game so far. Because now it's like I've got the extract lead. Do you have to push onto the mid gamma and
Hmm.
push my team in? Um, and if you don't get pyro, if you do that and you don't get pyro, then Magneto's could asteroid M and just start wailing on you. And are you okay with that? Because you're gonna lose a character the next round if you do. I mean, there's lots of like the I don't know this like I don't know. The only word that's coming to my mind right now is gambit. It's like because maybe because the card just came out or whatever, but it's like this is like Mike's gambit right here. So it's like will Thanos and Curtis take this accept the gambit and charge in and put his characters on both gammas and let's see how this goes.
Yeah. See, my thing is like if he sits in the back, right? He technically can't lose unless Curtis comes across the map and takes a point from him because he has to. No, yeah, because he has 2 viruses on Hulk, so he kind of has to go Hulk. And in my world, I can't do that. I can't sit there and do nothing. Like the whole get up one on extracts and sit in the back and say, I probably have done it, like, but I don't like doing it.
Nobility
feels
saying,
like you gotta go up there and kill people, man. Let's see what
Nobility,
Kurtis.
stop triggering MCP players by saying Gambit. Oh man.
Dude, he's got a new card out there. Just came out, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool card. If
Lucas, you're too nice. It's not cool. Is it cool?
I think the
The other card's
card,
cool. I like the other
there's a
card.
lot of cool cards. But like, is it tippy top competitive card? I it's gonna be you're gonna have to force the card and force the character into your team,
How much
basically.
damage do you think Hulk would have had to take in for Mike to not run away? Or do you think he was always planning to
Four, maybe
run away?
four, five, five. If he took
Like, if
five,
he
you.
only had 5 damage on him, do you think he would have went in? But then
Mm,
he just gets blown up by
well, it
Zemo.
depends
Like,
on where he. I guess it depends on where he ends up, right?
I guess in hindsight, Curtis getting that virus is very good because otherwise he'd be down one, and the parity would be way worse.
Yeah, yeah. All right. What just happened there? Magneto is going. Hold on. What are we seeing?
I think he threw
So
something.
Curtis must have put an activation. Oh, Curtis activated Red Skull and moved him. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
but he just walked back to the back.
Magnetic refraction has gone on Magneto, and so yeah, we're seeing
He's just gonna walk to the back.
he
Yeah, I'm
doesn't he
curious.
doesn't want to be pushed. So Magneto can't be pushed by attacks if he pays for force projection.
Correct. So, like, if he pays for force protection, Thanos
Thanos
can't
is
throw
yeah,
him
his
with the
range three
spender.
can't push him.
That's pretty. Yeah, I wonder if he's just sitting back here doing nothing. I mean, that's the other thing too. Like, if Thanos comes up, right, and tries to make a mess, I mean, that's a pissed off Hulk with power, and it's not like the rest of Curtis's team is going to be up there helping. Because it's interesting now too that Red Skull didn't make it to the back gamma, so to like keep parity, right? Even if Curtis wants to come, now Curtis might just say, "I'm going to go up and kill him." It doesn't matter. But to keep parity, he needs somebody back there. Because if he just walks up Thanos and Zemo, unless he somehow takes the back point, it's going to be three. Well, he might just go up and try and kill you.
Yeah. So Curtis is seeing if he can do it like a charge into a spender, or sorry, a move into a spender, and that would let him retreat a medium back after the attack was over.
I think he
Um,
wants to say, "I am Baron,"
yeah, I
and
am Baron would get him two
charge
power,
into a
so
spender.
he could do both. But the medium move back wouldn't get him onto the back gamma again. So, um, yeah, I don't know if that's a problem or not, but it would just mean that Zemo might end up staying on the middle points. If he does that, I think his hands hovering the card, so he's considering it. But it's just like I feel like it's just like a soft little tickle if you do that a move. Like, what are you doing? Um, hmm.
If you're Mike, would you, if Zemo just does some, I don't know, something, would you walk up, double walk, and try to root Thanos, or
I don't know. I
would you
feel like
not
you're
risk
just giving up your
entering
size through. I feel like you need to hold on to Pyro.
as long as you
You
can?
have
Yeah,
you're winning. Like you're currently winning on the scoreboard. So you just need to keep that up for rounds 2, 3, and 4, and keep your characters alive, and then you'll win. But
that's actually a good point because that's the other thing. For Kurz to keep the parity, he needs to go to the middle,
yeah,
and it's not necessarily safe in that middle.
this is this is it's like the no. I mean, this is just like kaiju standoff, basically, right? Like this is like any.
It's MCP, baby. This is what we're here for.
This is kaiju standoff. All right, this is like Guardians versus Malekith on Gamma, like whatever a year ago. This is like the same kind of thing. Obviously, the characters are slightly different, but it's still like kaiju. It's just a kaiju
I've, I've
standoff.
had I've had single Ultron activations more complicated than these things.
All right.
Listening to
We are
it.
having I am a Baron was being played. He's gonna
Oh
gain
shit!
two
Let's go,
power.
boys.
He's gonna
Let's
gain two
do it.
power, so he's actually gonna do something. So he's going to move and then charge,
That's
and
the Kree.
oh yeah, he's looking for that range 4. So he's gonna Death's Decree a spender. into somebody. He's looking to get Pyro because if you are activating last, you might as well kill characters that haven't activated because
Yep.
um, it means
Not giving up
you're
anything.
still gonna end up last anyway. I guess it depends on if you want to activate last, but Thanos almost certainly wants to activate last in this game because then he
Mhm.
can use his control at the end of the round to displace Mike's points. So that's why he's taking out Pyro here. He's got 6 dice Desecrate, so going to 8. He's going to count that skull as a crit, so he's going to have 7 successes, and he still has a reroll left. If that, okay, so the skull turned into another skull. So 7 successes. Pyro's rolling. This is a problem for Pyro. Oh, he just gets one shot.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
All right.
So now I guess Thanos could. Can Thanos get up there and get people off? Like, because he could get now he could reverse it, right? And he could get some parity by saying, "I'm going to walk up and um, put 2 of your guys off the back gamma." And does he have the move for that? He could do Mind Gem. Does Mind Gem have to come towards you?
Nope, it's any direction. Hyper Viper says on one hand I get it, Kaiju can be lame. On the other hand, this is my only minis game, and I am a Power Fantasy guy. Yeah, I'm a no matter what I say, when I get to roll 7 or 8 or more dice than that in one single attack, I'm that's like the highlight of my game. I love doing that. I've been I mean it's just awesome. It's just awesome to punch through so much damage in one action, and I just can't get enough of it. All right, so Thanos is moving. So he did a medium move to the middle gamma, and currently, so he's looking to how to handle this. He's still got the space gem available.
I guess use Space Gem up there.
Yeah, and
It,
then you displace you Cosmic Portal Hulk. Oh, hold on, you only have. All right, so you only have one attack then. So you just leave Magneto on the
you can
point.
just. I mean, you can Space Gem and Power Tool, right? Or you have the other gem, Mind Gem. Just mind somebody off, space them back.
You can Mind Gem and Cosmic Portal, both of them off the points. You don't
Yeah,
have to
that gives
technically
Mike
attack.
-1 for the
Dude.
turn, and then it keeps some pressure on.
Sweepy Man loves rolling King T and Mbaku's dice. Yeah, they're King man against King T'Challa. Man, he's got 10 power for the whole game. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Thanos is just look at that. He's going to move back, scoring the game 2-2 again.
What a fucking.
What do you think? Is this typical Curtis gameplay?
Yes, it actually is. That's the thing. He'll talk this huge game about like fighting people, and then
and then
this.
he'll and then he'll throw one attack in a round.
Exactly. But the thing is, like, I don't even know what what can be done. I guess in the next turn, like now that he can have Red Skull 3 sitting in the back, he can afford to maybe put somebody on the middle. I guess he's just wait. Like that's the thing, right? He can keep doing this, and then because he has Thanos last, and he can just last turn not move Thanos off the middle, right? Like, and then win like that. You don't have to score the extra one this turn. You just have to score the extra one when it's 16, or at the very last, the very end of the game. Because I guess this is not going to score out in 6 turns,
Yeah, no,
most
that's
likely.
you're exactly right.
Like he could
These
just walk on the back gamma at that point if he needed to and score 2.
Yeah,
But
yeah. No, you're exactly right. Curtis can just basically stall this out. The only way this can change is if Pyro, um, like my only thought here is like Pyro moves up, a big attack, does an attack or whatever, right? Pumps his dice, does a big attack here, and then Asteroids and Magneto like immediately, and then Magneto has to survive, or like
yeah,
ideally
the
Magneto
problem is he's
survives
gonna
an
die.
activation.
He's just gonna die before he gets to go up there.
I mean, the funny thing is that
Oh, you
like
mean asteroid?
Red
Oh
Skull could
wow. Oh, you're talking about asteroid M and like
during Pyro's
right
turn.
now. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But
I'm down.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing that's pretty funny about this is that if he does something like that, watch Red Skull move up to Magneto and port Magneto range 3 away
I
with
know,
his
right?
teleport, and just ruin the whole card. And just like the problem is that, I mean, the reality here is that Kurtis has a hard counter to what Mike brought to the
Mm.
board. So he needed to we needed to see a Magneto. We needed to see Mystique and I don't know what else he had in his list. Like maybe Blob just because if he
Did
had
he have
Blob, or
another
who did he have as
three?
a 3 threat that in
That's
Brotherhood,
the thing I was
or
asking. Like he had.
bring a 4 and 2. I guess you maybe just have to bring Toad and you bring a 4-2 with like Sabretooth because he had Sabretooth I think right, um,
He had X. Yeah.
and then bring Hulk as the last activation. You just needed to go last here with Hulk.
Yeah.
Um,
And even Toad isn't the worst. Like to run and grab one of the viruses early, come to the back gamma. Because like if it does devolve into like one of these type of games, like having it on your two thread isn't a big deal. Um,
Yeah, I think yeah. I agree with Ryan. He's saying the combo Curtis has is legit. Yeah, it's pretty intimidating. I can understand. Yeah, I remember Hyper saying I was playing Zemo, Bucky, Proxima, Thanos a year ago. Yeah, I remember when you were mentioning that in the chat in the fan server and all that. When Bucky was good and he had a hit as a rapid fire trigger.
back in the day.
Yeah, because you could play Thanos, Bucky, Zemo, and you didn't have to worry about hitting a wild on that rapid fire. So he was just Bucky was a monster there.
Do you like Thanos being good in the game? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like I freaking I
Is it just
my
always on for the next? You
I
play everything.
I'll play whatever is good, whatever I think is like the best when I want to perform the best I can. I'll just play like the best thing, even if I don't have many reps into it. But um, I didn't start performing or winning things or getting close to winning things until I started bringing kaiju. So, um, I can't really what can I say about Thanos if like
Okay.
I've like ridden kaiju's to the
All right.
quote
Well, Mike
unquote
can just give
top.
up. Now.
All right,
That's,
so
he tried to
that's
do a big
horrible.
attack into Zemo and maybe get a incinerate off, and then it failed. Now he's at a range 3 for anything.
Yeah, he's gonna have to play Asteroid M here if he's gonna want to stay in this game. Like to stay in this game in any sort of sense. Uh, okay, so yeah, I think Thanos is very strong. Um, I mean, there's no reason to not play him for God's sakes. Ah man, I like Curtis's idea of playing him in the Red Skull leadership because it gives him a one of his attacks gets a reality gem type thing. It's not the same, but it's close enough.
Hanging out
It's
Zemo
basically similar to
too.
Malekith and Domino. Like you get one of those, um, and per turn. And so defensively, he's not as strong, but offensively, he probably feels very similar to a reality gem. But then that added control on mind gem is probably just brutal. So you feel like
Yeah.
you're against a space reality Thanos and mine. Like you're against someone who basically feels like they have all three. Like imagine if you're attacking into Thanos that has reality gem and that Thanos just doesn't roll skulls because he's only rolling 3 dice most of the time. And so
Yeah.
it's like if he doesn't roll a single skull on 3 defense dice, he basically didn't have a reality gem. Like the gem didn't do anything for him on defense. And so the damage reduction to 0 on Thanos is like way more important than the reality gem, I think. And that's what Curtis is basically betting on here
Yeah.
by
I'm.
playing this team.
I'm semi surprised that mind isn't more prevalent. I understand why reality is really good, but like just coming from Ultron bowing people, like it's a really strong to have a free bow. Like
And he's got the cosmic portal. It's just like it's incredible. It's incredible control.
Yeah.
You've got both your attacks have a wild throw or a wild push on them.
Didn't think I'd be rooting for Mike, but I am.
I mean, I tend to root for the underdog, or so whoever's losing, whoever I think is losing in the moment. I like to look at things from their perspective.
I like to root for the person whose list is cooler, which is Mike in this case. The only reason I can cheer for this kind of stuff to do well is he's my teammate in squad goals. So it just helps me in the end.
Yeah, I mean the good
Carry
thing,
me, Kurtis. Put me on your back.
the good thing for both these players is they're both 5-0, so it
Yeah,
means
yeah.
that no matter what happens, they're both going to make cut. And
I,
I've run the numbers because I'm just like I mean maybe you have too, Schmid, but I'm just kind of do this thing when I need to take a break at work. I'll look to see how many more games are left in the round for the week 6, and I like to calculate what's the maximum amount of players that could qualify for Top Cut, and what's the
I'm
minimum
out,
amount.
man. I'm a scrub. I'm only good in lunch meets. I suck
So
at TTS league. I
so
took it off my. I don't even have it on my bookmarks anymore, even though I'm in this tournament still. I don't want to look at that shit.
so anyway,
But
the I ran the numbers, and the range of player count for that can qualify for Top Cut currently sits at 31 to 34 players. So um
really,
so
wow.
that means that if a bunch of the pair downs get defeated by the person who got paired up, or like if all of them do, then
Yeah,
what's going to happen is there's going to be a massive like cut elimination bracket of the top every player except for like maybe 2 or 1, I don't know what the exact number is, will have to play a game to earn their spot in the top 16, and like one player 15 yeah 30 players will have to play a game, and one player will get a bye. However, if at least one player who has a pair down wins their game, it means that there will not be that situation. There'll be either a clean 32, or 1 or 2 matches will have to occur. 1 or 2 matches will have to occur to get us down to a neat 32. So um, yeah, I'm as someone who's 5-1, or sorry, I'm not 5-1. I'm 4-1. I'm hoping to get to 5-1. I would love if we got to a spot where we had 32 players or more, so that I could yeah.
at
Anyway,
least my game matters because I'm playing Shadow Marvel, who is 4-1, and
yeah, that's right. You could
I hope to kick him off.
you could kick him off the team,
I feel
off the
kind of
top.
bad for him because getting the pair down, and not that I'm gonna get on my high horse. I'm only 3-2, but getting the pair down into me is kind of like there are some much lesser people in the 3-2 sections to get.
I mean, that's pretty blunt, but okay. So we've got Zemo attacking Magneto. Magneto paid for extra defense dice, but we're still seeing one, two, three,
Oh
four,
shit!
five
Here it comes.
successes. We're seeing Magneto Refraction was played, so we're seeing three,
All
5 into
right.
3, taking 2 damage on Magneto. But I believe that was that a move action and then an attack? Um,
He had
it
only one
it
power,
was
right?
it was a move and attack. Yeah, so he's done. Magneto's gonna survive this round and get an activation before he flips over. Um,
I like
wow,
how after all that he has like no power because of.
he'll get power. Magneto,
I
here we
know.
go. Come back. Shadow Marvel says it's gonna happen. He can see it. All right, he's gonna. I think he's referring
Did Zemo have
to
one less power? Did he use the leadership? Do we know? One, two, three, four, five.
um. He lost a power at the end there, so he must
Yeah,
have.
but he only had. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, he didn't charge. You're right. He had one, and then he got one.
Yeah.
Chris is a good, honest player.
Shadow Marvel's referring to Schmid kicking my ass out of the cut. Yeah, it'll be a fun game to watch. I'm streaming that on Friday. We have a chatter, first time chatter that messaged a little bit back and said it was Cliff Jumper saying Pat plays uh, SR Thanos, so people don't look outside of that sometimes. Yeah, Pat plays a lot of the good stuff. So I think I've said this on a podcast before, but basically it's like anytime I'm like building a list, I'm like, can I beat Pat with this list? So I don't know. Like a lot of
And he,
players look
he's not
at
getting
Pat for
style points.
guidance.
But style points doesn't win tournaments, so
I mean, sometimes it does, and then the thing is, like, there's players that want to win the tournament and also do it their own way, and I think everyone has that element to them. So it's like who. It's interesting to find out like how much of win their own way people put towards the weight of their roster building.
I respect it.
Okay, so we have
Ooh, here we
Magneto
go,
going
boy.
into Thanos. He's got a push on this because it's a range 3 attack, so it's an auto push on Thanos. 4 into 1, but so it's 2 damage going into Thanos.
Nice.
And that's good for Magneto. He's got 4 power, so we're gonna see probably gonna see a terrain throw.
Just get
Um,
braced.
throw a construct then for now. But he looks like he's setting up. Um, all right, so his goal is to lose priority, right? Mike's goal is to lose priority here, so that he can
Can't though. He has.
Thanos if he kills Thanos if he
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah,
with a
yeah. Your
massive roll
plan involves
here.
killing Thanos. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I forgot that. Yes, if he kills Thanos. It'd be interesting, like you burn brace. Is he in range of the? No, he's not in range of the back size 4. I was about to say, like, I don't know. Could you do something where like you put some? Thanos is gonna go last. I keep thinking of plays with Hulk, and then Thanos is just gonna walk and move him out off the map.
Yeah, Hyper
But you
Vipers.
can basically move him 2 inches into the portal because the portal's range 4 and the mind gem's range 3, so you can move so far.
Yeah, I think that Thanos just like if he survives here, he's just going to just control everything
Did he put him
and
within range 2? Does he want him
yeah,
within
I
range
think he
2?
does. I think he does
Okay.
because he wants
I
to get
wasn't
that
sure if he
full
was gonna like
reroll.
move him to the side and then do it again and then like move him backwards or something. But I guess he
Yeah,
wants to try to damage him.
yeah,
At least like doing it this way, like right, like he's putting some damage in the Thanos. He can't heal, and now there's the possibility, right? If he wakes up, maybe he just can body him in some way, like kill Thanos top of next turn, and that's how he gets last activation back,
yeah.
as opposed to this. Okay, he burned brace. Gotta get it out
So
of there
he's rolling.
anyway.
So he's looking for the dream situation here, which is dazing Thanos 6 damage through, and then throwing another size 4 if he can. I don't know if he can reach that one.
He's not gonna be in range of that
Okay,
size 4.
so he's got sculled a little bit. Yeah, getting sculled out here is a bummer for Magneto,
Oh
and
man,
he didn't convert rerolls, so ouch.
0 damage.
Yeah, that was
That's cool.
that's rough. Hold on, did you? Yeah, 0 damage.
Cool
Oh
dog.
God. Oh man, Magneto, man, God, you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, and I kind of like what he did because he did the pyrotechnics thing, or tried to. He walked up and hit the Zemo. So there'd be a different world, like if Zemo would have had 2 damage on him, Magneto and him were incinerated. Like it becomes a little more interesting, maybe. It's still something could happen. See what he's doing.
Yeah, I think that it's
He could teleport Thanos. He could walk over there and just use. He's not gonna do that.
is Kurtis going to score? Gonna put all of his characters on the gamma this round? I mean, like you can um Skull can go on the back point. He can space gem Zemo onto the middle point, and then he can space
Double up the back end.
Cosmic Portal Magneto off of the middle if he's on it. I don't know if he is, but it looks like he is. And then you could space or you could mind gem Hulk off of whatever point he's on, and then get all 3 secures. You could score 5 points this round. Um, it's just something that you could do.
I forgot bleed damage on Magneto for what it's
Oh
worth.
yeah. All right.
Oh, chat said it too. So I'm gonna pretend I didn't read chat. They did say
No,
it.
you know what?
That's always right.
Chad is the ultimate accuser. Honestly, like they catch things that I miss all the time. I'm very grateful that they call things like that are being missed. All right.
Doing skull into man, he's getting Curtis is getting some nice rolls. I mean, how often do I do 6 damage on Skull? What the hell is this? What is this game? This never happens.
Yeah, they might have missed Magneto's leadership.
They might have, but did he just kill him?
So you can choose 0 allies. So unfortunately, I can't. Uh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I can't really say anything about missing leadership in that case.
he do 4 to Pyro? He just did 4.
Oh man, that's brutal.
I was gonna fall back.
Yeah.
Hey, he gets on that back camera, man. Oh, did he not do the leadership?
Who?
Oh,
Magneto?
there's cover. Okay, cover. Sorry, it was cover.
Okay.
I wonder why he only did 3 because of
The shock. All right. So shock is on Pyro because of Red Skull's builder, and so yes, that one power could have made all the difference. Uh,
he's not in range of
I don't
anything.
even think you Hyper Viper saying you might be able to go Malekith and Thanos. You know what? I ran the numbers in last season. All right, when I knew I was going to go up against Thanos, and Malekith does not have the numbers to take out Thanos. He just doesn't have it anymore. That Pierce is brutal for him, and losing that Pierce and even going down on the health is just like really janky, even with Dark Rain. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's anyone that can stand up to him. Cosmic Ghost Rider was like the only good kaiju that could battle into Thanos, and now I don't know if he can too. He's just Thanos is just that control that he can put on Ghost Rider means he's spending all of his power, so he's not really getting a spender as much. And also, yeah, CGR. I mean, every podcast has now talked about what the implications of CGR's nerf, so I don't want to go over it. But
Hey,
I don't
Shadow
think
Marvel. No Thanos on Friday, right? Both of us. Thanos truce. See what he says.
Thanos truce. Oh
I had
man,
a CGR truce with a guy in one of our rounds. It was like
that's funny.
before the nerf.
I was against one of my opponents went
Mentioned it. Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
it
that.
was yeah, and it was just like I'll just play whatever I want to play, and you can do the same thing because I wanted to swang and bang. I want to play CGR against his CGR and see what happened, but it did the crises didn't ask for CGR, so
Didn't line up for it.
yeah.
That's sad.
I
Would
mean,
have
it was
loved to
good for
see it.
me because it was a very favorable crisis for me, so I'll take that.
Did he teleport Zemo? No, he
Okay.
teleported himself
N-
backwards. Okay.
right. So Red Skull pulled himself back on the Gamma in cover. So now we could see. So he did fall back onto Pyro to get him on the point here. It's just going to mean that Thanos. Um, I don't think we're going to see Thanos get like we're going to see the full scenario control here, but we're still going to see. Um, Although Magneto has 1 health left, so he's still alive on the point. Magneto's gonna be pushed into the gamma. Someone in the chat already mentioned that. Yeah, he'll just die. He'll just get flipped in the gamma, and then Thanos might just kill Pyro. Right? He'll just kill Pyro, and then he'll displace Hulk off the point, and it'll be a 7-6 lead for Kurtis. So Hulk is trying to make something happen here, before like he gets shut down, I guess. Let's see if Hulk can make a big play. Was that a gamma leap we already saw just now? Yeah. You're nope. He did a move, so he's looking at a gamma leap now. But he's
He
not
just
gonna
doesn't have
be
to move to get up there, unless he wants to like thunderclap him.
I mean, let's looking like what he's gonna do. Thunderclap for 7 dice. It's a 7 dice beam. What else can you do?
Nothing. Walk up and throw Thanos into him, or throw Thanos away. But then Thanos just comes back, so it doesn't really help. All right. You're still here, right, Curtis? Right, Lucas?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just waiting to see what happens. It looks like Mike is gonna throw Thanos, because he can't. He's already done a one action, and he's done his leap. I Thanos has not activated yet. So yeah, so Thanos. So let's see. Red Skull is activated and Zemo is activated. We just have Thanos activating last. So yeah, Thanos is going to activate and displace the board. Yeah. Exactly. I agree that Pyro is going to get KO'd here, which is basically going to put Kurtis in a situation where he's like always going to have priority, or he's always going to go last with Thanos. Um, okay, so we're having a throwing Thanos medium.
So,
Let's see
so
what
since
this
we're talking
does.
about priorities so
He's
much, how do you
he's
think this match changes if priority is the other way around? Let's just say it's the same scenario setup. It might not be, but let's just pretend it is.
so Red Skull. It's man. I don't know. Who goes
Yeah.
into the middle? Like who goes and grabs the? I think. Um. Hmm. It's hard to say. I mean, I think Kurtis is way more aggressive in taking out Pyro, right? He wants to. He's going to take out Pyro as soon as possible so that he gets last activation and then it flips around. So I think that's basically the only difference. He's more aggressive taking out Pyro. Okay, so we have Thanos going into somebody, 4 dice.
Oh,
So it's probably Hulk with the spender or with the
oh, he
builder.
only did one. He got the throw, but he only did one.
Hyper Viper says that Baron Zemo goes all in on Magneto, and then he knowingly he dies, but he gets a death's decree Magneto on theoretically on Magneto's injured side. Like they'd both be injured at that point, and then Zemo just goes and wails on Magneto with that death's decree, 6 dice plus 4 full reroll, so 10 dice full reroll into Magneto, um, and just like chunking Magneto's injured side and basically taking
How
him
did
off
he
the
only
board.
do? How did he only do? How did he do 2 damage? I guess he didn't
He has a
cover.
skull. Maybe exploded the skull. Four and
Yeah, but he
yeah.
didn't. He had cover.
He covers optional. That's
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the answer that he forgot cover. That's what I was trying to get at.
yeah.
Look at this measurement. Ooh, I think he's out.
Yeah. It looked like he was out, but hopefully they put the tool back. They probably agreed. So we'll see what
Yeah, they're
happens.
talking about it, sure.
Brutal. So Thanos still has one more action left. No, he has no. Never mind. He just has his gems left. So he's already moved and attacked, and now he's got space. So you could space um, Zemo up to the
But he
middle.
didn't have portal power anymore. That's the thing. He only did 1 damage, so
Yeah,
he doesn't have
space
any.
is free, so he can't cosmic portal, but he can space. You can use the space for free for Zemo or himself, I guess. But I mean, you probably just space Zemo up. I guess Curtis is running the numbers right now, and he's seeing Mike scoring 3 VPs. I'm scoring 2 VPs. So I need to put someone on the middle to tie 3-3. I'm going to put Zemo in the middle. Or he's not, or he's going to opt to go down a VP here, I think. Because he knows he's winning on. He's just slowly. He's winning on attrition.
Yeah. Like if Zemo gets to go, right, he's just going to do a bunch of damage.
Okay.
And if
So,
Hulk goes in, like there's so many guys back there just to pump damage into him. Cosmic obliteration.
hmm. Okay, so now we have injured Magneto. We've got he's gonna we've got Hulk to go with 9 health left. Yeah, pretty much. Kurtis counters him so hard he's turning off his leadership and cover. Yeah. I mean, this is just like the mental tax or like the frustration. If that's what's happening, of course, like um, we I don't want to say like, oh yeah, he's just forgetting all this stuff on purpose. Like, I don't know, maybe there's like a maybe there's a master plan that we're just not seeing. But it could. I mean, of course, yes. When you see things like people not opt to take things that seem beneficial, of course, the simplest answer might just be the actual, which is him forgetting to use the leadership or the tactics cards. And that's what happens. I think like um, you just got to capitalize on your opponent's mistakes. There's no one plays a perfect game, so there's mistakes somewhere to be found, and
You'd think
your
people
opponent
play
might give them to
perfect
you
games the way they
easily, but
talk about them on the discords.
what's that?
I said you'd think all these people played perfect games and Dice just ruined it for them the way they talk on the discords. Don't you ever read them? And they're all like, "My game, I didn't make any mistakes. I just rolled bad." Everyone says that. It's you
Yeah,
can't be saying that, guys.
yeah, that's just what it is. That's just
Look, you gotta be blunt and tell them can't do that.
yeah,
That's the,
there's mistakes. I mean like okay, I think that let's say you did play a perfect game and you lost. Well, it just means you built a shitty roster. Like build a better team. Like if you lose your game and you positioned everything perfectly, your squad sucked. Your roster sucked. The tactic cards you brought sucked. Um so try again. I don't know.
Lucas, do you have any hot takes on MCP? Any good
uh
hot takes?
it is possible to do everything right and still fail. I don't know. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that if you lost and in like if you lost, there's got to be a reason somewhere. There's got to be a reason. I mean, hmm. Mathematically, in theory, you could roll zero successes in a game on a pay to flip mission, and therefore lose the and lose the game, right? So
It's not as likely as the people at Discord would make you believe that would happen.
yeah, exactly. You can totally play perfect in film, man. That's what Hyper's saying. I don't do not, no, 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 not in my mind. In my mind, there's always something to be found. But maybe I'm coming from the perspective of constantly making massive blunders and throwing games all the time because of late game decisions and just making. So maybe I'm just like projecting how badly I play onto everyone else in the community. But when I play, man, there is like, oh man, there is so many things I do wrong when I lose. Okay, so we have, looks like Mike is considering what to do with his opening activation here. Um, what do you think he should do, Schmid?
Jesus. I don't think Hulk is in range of a leap attack on Thanos. Otherwise, I'd do that. I think he's just out. You would measure like a range 4 would be a good one, but I think he's going to be out by an inch or so. Um, I think the thing is like he could leap and like sure he could kill Zemo with Hulk, but I think he's just going to die to Thanos and Skull at that point. Maybe you can kill Zemo with Mags, like you walk over Mags, attack him once, maybe have enough juice to throw 2 size 2s and kill him. That's probably what I would try to do. You would have enough juice as long as you did 1 damage on the first attack, because you get a power from throwing the terrain. So you need 5 power to do it. So yeah, as long as he does 1 damage, you could probably kill him with 2 size 2s or something like that. I'd probably do that and just hope that
Hope that Hulk
that
lives after that. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. I mean, if Hulk walks, like if Hulk dies, you lose because he has 2 viruses, like, and
Yes,
you don't have
yeah.
enough models left. So
I agree.
if your plan is to hope Hulk doesn't die, then run him to the back of the board and try to win that way. It would also force Kurtis to go at him, right? If Thanos went up there and went at Hulk, and whiffed it. Like, and Hulk gets to go like do some stuff.
Boom! Boom!
Oh
Zemo.
shit! Too
Zemo,
bad it's on
goodbye, buddy.
Zemo.
Push before damage. You think we'll see that?
Is it push before?
It is push before, yeah. But I
Then
mean,
I
like,
guess
does it
we.
you might as well, but
I
well,
would
you
just.
might as well consider it. Uh, okay. So what's he's trying to throw terrain into other terrain maybe to give power to Magneto and Pyro, I guess. But you did a leap and you've done a move. So are you gonna full fall back here? He's throwing terrain to give power to Magneto and Hulk. Okay, so Magneto.
Yeah, actually, Woody, you're right. It would have been a very big deal to do the push before damage and have him farther back because he might not be in charge range of Hulk next turn if he was trying to do that, for example.
I think that he'll be fine in terms of like reaching Hulk because he's got that range 3 spender that he's got power for.
Yeah, he's got full power. Fair. Hey, little things here and there, man. Always good.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. You should yeah, you want to consider
But on
all
the
these
other
little
hand,
things
right?
build
If
up.
if 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 Curtis wants last activation, well, then you have to go kill Pyro. If he walks up and kills Pyro, then he gets it back, and now top of turn, Hulk can go kill him. But I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. I don't play much Magneto, but the idea that Mike is doing here, so Mike is basically he's always throwing his second construct with Hulk, which it costs 2 power to do, and then he's giving a power back to Hulk and a power to Magneto. I think that's pretty clever. I've not maybe this is like a standard Magneto type of play, but
Mm.
it's new to me, and it's pretty cool because it's like you're basically giving a power from Hulk to Magneto is like what you're doing.
Yeah,
Uh,
especially in this
yeah,
situation where Hulk has so much power, and
Magneto
you
is
know,
neat wants it. Yeah, it's for his defense or for whatever reason, it's very cool. And I'm thinking like M'Baku also has a size. M'Baku has a size or pay 2 power for a size 3 throw. Like you could use that. That's kind of interesting. Um, so, but not very many other. I don't think any other characters. Vision has a size pay 2 power for a size 3 throw. Like there's not very many other characters that have that
mhm.
ability to pay 2 power to throw the construct, which will only generate 2 power. Therefore, you're not net losing power. But that's
is
cool.
is just the cream on
So Red Skull's
Skull.
attacking into Hulk probably with cover.
It is Hulk, yeah.
Hulk, so no Skull there. We got 4 successes into what 2 blocks, so he's going to take 2 on Hulk.
Yep, been shocked.
So the shock kind of negates the extra power that Hulk is getting for being angry. So he would have been at 3 extra dice. Now he's only at 2 because of shock. All right. Red Skull opting to not use his any sort of power or anything to like move back onto a point. So it looks like Magneto is going to respond here, or is considering responding. I I think maybe Mike is worried about losing magnetic refraction. To
Well,
like
one thing I like about this is so Pyro's last, right? So now you can at least say if you kill my Pyro,
mm,
um, I get priority back, and so he gets top of turn to maybe do something.
ooh,
Um,
that's rough. He's not gonna take. He's taking only 1 in a push. I guess you have terrain to throw at him
okay.
if you want, or you just keep the power for your defense. But I mean, like, Thanos probably isn't attacking. I don't know. It's
You can throw him out
Pyro
again.
can get him though, right? I think that's a good call.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we said. Like if,
But
if Pyro doesn't if he doesn't go kill Pyro, which I don't feel like he's going to because it's so far away and he'd give up priority. Um yeah, I mean, all right, this is getting spicy. I like this. All right.
all right, so yes, I think it's pretty cool. However, Curtis
What now?
is going to play with 2 injured models and a Thanos and I mean, I don't know if I have to say the rest of the paragraph, but like he's just about to death decree. He's just gonna, it's gonna be pretty attrition focused round next round is what's gonna happen.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens though. He could whiff. Did he not take any damage? Oh no, he's gonna get. He took one. Okay. Yeah. Probably better. Weirdly enough, well maybe not because he could stop a point from Kurtis, and he could have picked up the virus. Yeah, no, actually would have been pretty sweet if he picked it up because it would have really forced some. Maybe the score will matter. Maybe not everything's gonna die. Round 5. Round 5 next turn. I don't know. There's also a world where Thanos just gets every of the viruses and KOs himself and wins the game that way. Oh, he's
Alright,
cosmic obliterationing.
ooh. Yeah,
Is he in
so
range 3 of Hulk?
he is he is. I can see it.
Gotcha.
I just can't see if it's
I'm
I
sure
don't
they
think it's
know.
on Pyro. It's definitely not on Pyro. Yeah.
It's not Pyro, it's Hulk, yeah. Guess he's going for the big dog now.
So yeah, I think Nobility is suggesting just wail into Magneto here if you have priority, because Pyro's gonna have last activation,
Mm-hmm.
and so you just basically weaken Magneto this round or Hulk. You could do either, and then next round you open with the Death Decree Zemo, and you just kill whoever is the
Yeah,
most
because I'll
vulnerable
have Dark
target.
Rain too. So I'll have Incinerated, Dark Rain, bullshit. Right. Yeah, I'll have Dark Rain too. So he'll be like 9 dicing, reroll all on whoever he wants to kill. Yeah, I mean, it's probably next turn he's going to lose Hulk
Yeah.
and one of the two, if not both of them.
All right, so we're seeing 4 successes from Thanos. Magneto paid 2 power, so he's going to get 5 dice with cover. So we're going to see 2 damage through on Magneto here. And we no wild, so there's no displacement. It looks like Thanos
He
is
used
probably
the
going to just
shield anyway. He
do it
could throw
again.
him.
Yeah. Oh, it includes throws, does it?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So he can't be moved if he pays, which he's gonna pay again. So taking 2 power there might have actually taking damage might have been good. Um. So we've got 4 successes into 1 block. 3. Oh, he probably exploded the skull, so that's gonna be 5 into 1 block. Take
Yeah.
4. Yeah. There we go. He's not
At
long
least
for
he
this
can't be
world.
thrown, right?
But now he's got Thanos has all that power. He had to pay the power on the skull leadership for using it, which he did, and now we're just gonna see the displacement on Magneto to take. He's gonna have 1 health left, and we're gonna see a cosmic portal on Hulk. It's gonna put him at.
No, yeah.
It's gonna put him at 4 health left, or yeah, 6 health left. You could double walk. I mean, why would you double walk Magneto? You have priority. I think you just put him. I don't know, closer to you, closer to Zemo, and just waste him with Zemo, and then do a soften up Hulk or Pyro or something.
Here's what you do.
It doesn't matter. Okay, go ahead.
You walk up Pyro. You do a big old attack to Thanos. All right. Now he has to go with somebody. You have 3 models who are close to dead. He can only kill 2 of them, in theory. Maybe he can kill more with throws and stuff, but Zemo can only kill 2. And then whoever's left nukes all 3 of these guys because it's going to be Skull on 1, Zemo who activated if he goes first, and Thanos whoever how much is left. Right? You nuke them, and then you win because you pick up all the
I was just gonna
viruses.
say that. I was just gonna. Yeah, you're right.
I'm
I
like,
think you're right. There is a win
some
condition here for
amalgamation of
Mike.
this will work. I
Yeah,
swear.
yeah. No, I
No way this
agree.
fails.
I agree that that if a mistake happens here, so you You leave. I think Mike. Oh man, I wish Mike put Skull within outside of two of the gamma, but of course, like hindsight and all that. But Red Skull's gonna only have 2 health left. If
Yeah.
Hulk survives, um, or like doesn't gets to activate next round, you could be in a situation where Hulk could daze um, both of the characters that haven't activated yet. One of them being Red Skull, and that in that case, Hulk gets 3 viruses and goes up to 16 because Mike's gonna score to 10 here. So he's in this position to close out the game with the viruses. Which, oh man, I really was hoping that Pyro would. Um, I was hoping that Pyro would go into Thanos here because you need to get all 3. It's just okay. He's gonna get
That
Red
didn't
Skull.
seem, but that doesn't seem worth it though.
Well, is he gonna pick up
Well, he's definitely not in range. I mean,
Oh man,
I think you want to root and slow Thanos.
you move up and root and slow Thanos.
Maybe.
I mean, is that too late? Do you pick up the virus and go into the middle gamma and then root and slow Thanos, and then you score to 11, and then you just need 5 to win, but you're not gonna get 5. No, I think the out was just keep
What
shooting.
we
Just
said.
keep shooting is what.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta
Just
you gotta walk up
but I
and
don't think you have any range on anyone else. Do you have range 4 on Thanos? I
you
don't
can
think.
still you can still incinerate Thanos, right?
It's after the effect is resolved, and
Yeah, but you still have incinerate technically, right?
you can't
Is it?
incinerate a dazed model. They can't be affected by that stuff. So if you didn't daze Red Skull there, you would
Oh,
have
because after
incinerated
it's
both.
resolved. Now, if he had
Yeah.
incinerate on him
Yes.
already, you could do it.
Yes, you could have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I
Um.
like the play of going up and just nuking Thanos with like trying to like if that roll was on Thanos, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6
6. Like that would
into
have been
3.
5. Like
Nothing. He 5 damage into him. He would have been at 1 health. That would have been amazing for
1 health, he
Mike.
would have been incinerated, and you would have rooted and slowed him. Maybe if you wanted to,
I
it
mean,
didn't really matter.
of course that
I mean, that's hindsight of that, but yeah, but it's still.
that's tough. It's tough. You really wanted to have Hulk pick that up. You had a win out. You had an out right there if you attacked into Thanos. Like it's crazy that like if you just rolled that attack into Thanos there, it would
He probably
be
recals it, to be fair, but
yeah. That is fair. But it's still what it does though. It puts an incinerate onto Red Skull too. So it's like not only is Red Skull at 2 health, but he's also incinerated. And I mean maybe I guess you have to roll. You still have to connect on the wild again. But
well, listen,
yes.
maybe somebody just rolled horribly.
Yeah. So basically, I think
So who do you go with here? Do you do the Death Decree Zemo and
okay.
just try to take out?
I think Kurtis, whatever he does here, he needs to pick up that virus. Because the only way Mike is winning this game is if he um. Okay, who goes? Okay, hold on. Actually, it's interesting. If Hulk gets onto the back gamma with both of those viruses, okay, no, it's not. That's not enough. That's not enough. Okay, that's only 4.
He doesn't need to be on the well with both of them. Okay, we're seeing.
So can Mike run away?
Watch,
uh,
Pyro's gonna run like to the corner. He'll be caught, obviously, but the thing is, like Skull, like there's so much movement, right? Like you can Space Gem Zemo, you can teleport him with Skull, you can walk charge Spender. Like it's so the reach of this team. It's not like some slow shield that's sitting in the back that you can run to the corner and be like, I'm going to take 2 gamma damage and win. No matter where, like you can't run at this point. You have to like, I don't even know what you do here. I mean, you have to somehow survive and then daze a bunch. It looks so not
yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
happen.
like Mike
You just
has
took too
like
much damage.
they can like you can see a pathway, but it's
It's
yeah, like yeah,
not a pretty one.
you're running out of oxygen basically, and you're trapped in this
Yeah,
this cave, basically. I
especially
don't
with. I
know.
mean, it's things like if he had 2 Thanos attacks into Magneto that did 7 damage, right? If that does 3, right? If he's sitting on he's 6 damage plus the gamma. If he's sitting on like 5 health, you never know. I mean, if Thanos has a couple more damage on him, then maybe he could do something this turn where he dazes a bunch of people, and then like he could get Kurtis would be having to kill everybody on the last turn, but I don't think. Well, it is interesting that if he runs to the corner with Hulk,
he'll score. He'll score. Okay, so if Hulk survives the rest of the game, Mike will score 14 points. Like pretty much that's all he's gonna score. And if
he can go to the back gamma and
if
just
yeah, so then if Kurtis scores
he
the
can
rest
score
of the
5.
points, he's scoring 5,
5.
10, 16.
Yeah,
So he can go 16. So he needs to stop one more round of this and then run away. But I don't think it's happening. Dark Reign is going on Hulk. Yeah, we're gonna see what was already called out in chat. It's gonna be a Zemo, charge, spender, Death's Decree, 10 dice with full rerolls. So basically he couldn't is he gonna get full rerolls twice? Is he gonna pay for full rerolls twice here?
I think he'll go.
He'll go with the builder. He's doing the builder
on the
and then
first one.
spender, and then pick up the virus. So
He'll
he's
just
doing
spender Mag. I mean, he's just gonna try to kill Hulk, kill Max, pick up the virus, and game.
yeah. Let's see what he does here. He spent 4 power, so that's got to be.
That's the charge and the full rerolls. Yeah.
Do you think it? Okay, hold on. Depends on how much dice he's rolling. If he's rolling, he's
9?
rolling 9. So yeah, it's the builder.
All right. I'm sure he's all excited for this in his own head.
And he's got the crit. He's got the skull crit. So he just got 2 crits. It's enough. That's a kill shot, I think, is what. Okay. So he's got the full reroll. I think he's already dead.
He's got double full reroll.
7 into 1. I mean, Hulk's going to pay for full rerolls here, I think, if it even makes sense. He's got the Zemo reroll. So he's got 1 plus.
Oh, no, he's scrolled out.
8. He's got 8.
1. Damn it.
So he can live.
You got this, Hulk.
He can live here if he blocks. Double block is alive, Hulk.
No.
Nope. He dies exactly. All right. Yeah, that's game. All right, so now
are you telling me Pyro's not going to pull this back?
Now does Zemo grab both of these and then spend? He grabs both these. He spenders into Magneto and he picks up the third one, right? Does he have enough power to do that?
Yeah. It doesn't matter, does it?
No, but I mean, like, what if it did in a different game? So
I want to think of something where, like, if he does the play we talk about, and Pyro's sitting next to the 2 in the middle, right? So now he has to kill somebody. He can't kill all of them. And then, like, imagine if Pyro was right there and he, like, lit up and killed them both. And then he pyrotechnics Zemo and took all the viruses and somehow had 10 power to pick everything up. I mean, it talks a lot of power to do this.
4 crits here. 4 crits for Kurtis. All right, so just a casual 4 crits.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. It's
cool. He's gonna.
Magneto's dead. Magneto's dead.
Do we have to interview these guys?
I mean, it's just it's a routine. So
I know Kurtis is gonna be so jacked up to me afterwards.
No, is he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, every time he plays the game with this list, he's like, "It's so good." I'm like, "I'm here for it, man."
Okay.
It's better than hearing about the 10th splash of his Hellfire list for the 100th time.
The 10th splash, yeah.
Yeah. What am I gonna put in now? Listen, it does work. I talk a lot of crap about it, but a lot of movement stuff with Skull. The leadership's nice. I mean, you need kind of like the whole unaffiliated Panther thing, which is really good too, which he saw and Aaron played, but he had Nebula, but it was on 17. Like, you get a really good leadership, and you get a solid model in Skull. I mean, 7 dice shock. Range 4 builders are no joke, especially when they come with a throw and all this other stuff. So, I think this is better than the unaffiliated version, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can understand that you're not skull locked, or like you're just not skull locked. Whereas the unaffiliated version, you are. All right. We're gonna jump in their chat. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
At least.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey guys,
Hello.
thanks for letting us stream the game. It was a banger. Mike, what were your thoughts on Curtis's list
Banger.
and the squads you guys brought?
Uh, remind me again, do you drop F-bombs on your stream?
Yeah, go for
Is
it.
that
Go
okay,
I
for
good.
it.
did. I've already said shit too
Oh,
much.
okay, because that's where I was at when he dropped that. Thanos has been my weak point since I got an MCP. He knocked me out of LVO. Uh, without Malekith, I've never beaten a Thanos. I miss Malekith so much. Yeah, Magneto gets dunked by Thanos kind of hard. I thought bringing Hulk I might be okay.
Mhm.
I think round one I need to think through what that game. I don't remember what my game plan was. Maybe you guys can chime in, but I think maybe in round one I made some misplays. I should have gone for that, played for that second legacy earlier. Kurtis was just so freaking patient that I never found. Well, I didn't find a good opening to really daze a character, and then I misplayed going into Thanos with Magneto. I should have gone into Zemo a round earlier. So that was a huge key mistake that I always make going into Thanos is you got to just take out the pieces you can. And so I misplayed that. I got a little greedy thinking maybe I could finally squeeze something in on Thanos that round. I think it was 2 or 3, whatever it was. So a huge misplay there on my part. I gambled on a low percentage play when I should have taken the sure thing. I
Mhm.
think Curtis definitely breathed a sigh of relief when I didn't go for that. So big misplay there. And then round one, I don't know what your guys' perspective was, how I handled that opening. I'm not sure what I should have done different, but I think going and getting a second legacy, I was playing for him to make mistakes, and when you play people at that caliber, they don't really make those mistakes. So like the thing I need to figure out next is how to get into that tier where you guys are at, where I'm not playing for my opponent's mistakes, I'm kind of forcing the issue. So I think that's the thing I need to work on next.
I think that well, we were talking about it early on, and we thought that maybe going four wide if you had another three threat in
Can you bring
Brotherhood.
out your roster again? Double talking.
Yeah, like I don't know, like, and then you would get last activation. Like, how confident were you that Curtis was bringing Thanos? Were you pretty sure it was happening?
Yeah, that's why I went Hulk.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you don't have another 3.
yeah, I dropped the other three. The three, well, the three I had before, I wasn't. It doesn't help here. I played Black Cat for the longest time. I think Black Cat might have to come back in over Emma for this type of situation. I don't think that is the best call though, just because I really think I might have wanted Hulk over Magneto here. If
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna
I
go for
think that's
one,
what we were talking about going
yeah,
Mystique, Pyro. Oh, you had Cat. That's right. You don't have an affiliated
yeah,
for. Where's the blob when you need
What
him?
about
Um,
yeah, I think like even what about like Toad would have been able to grab the second extract. Hulk could have grabbed the
yeah,
middle and jumped back, and then you play Mystique and Sabretooth, or I mean,
Emma.
like I don't know. You could play Emma, but I maybe probably not. I mean, Sabretooth's good, right? Isn't he? So that's like the only thought I had on your list. But like, I agree that going into Thanos is very challenging. So, um, yeah, I think that I don't know. It's really with the team you brought. It was a very you were kind of in a rough spot because Thanos got to activate last, and he had that double control option.
yeah. I considered what options I had for wide. I was playing. I think last time I was in your stream, I had Blob in the 10, specifically so that I could go Mystique, Pyro, Blob, Hulk at 15. Um, it's one of those things you're just making concessions with Brotherhood, which what is the thing you're going to be weak against and what are you going to be strong against? And I think I guess I need to make a change to be better to Thanos. I don't know if that how much better that makes me into a Thanos list, but it's something I'm definitely going to try to test. Hopefully, I can get a pickup game again with Curtis if we can run it back and see if I can have a better opening there and go last with Hulk, like you're saying, because I think that's probably the best course of action for sure.
Curtis, what did you think of the match? And like, yeah, what'd you think? How did you think? Do you have any comments about the play?
Well, I like playing this list. It's very different than Hellfire, and yeah, been testing it for a while in the background, and so I'm, if I ever play you in the cuts, Lucas, I think you can throw your prep out the window. I'm gonna flip a coin before the game starts, 10 minutes before, and we're gonna pick what list we bring out. So
Oh, so you're telling me
I
to
think
build
that's
two spreadsheets? Two spreadsheets is what you're telling me.
I'm gonna go for a Monday night game, coin flip, and we'll see what happens.
Can you guys
I,
even play? Because you're in Central now, Lucas.
I mean, we're getting to the technicality. I mean, sure. I guess we're going on.
Just curious.
We're not
Yeah,
talking about
I'm
the but yes. If the way the cuts work is that two people from the same bracket will not be paired against each other until it's no longer possible for that to be the case. So two people that are in central bracket, such as Shadow Marvel, who will inevitably make it, and Kurtis and Mike, they won't play against each other until probably. I mean, they're all going to win their games, right? Because central bracket's going to have quite the showing, and not until like top 8 when like there's 6 central bracket players remaining, and all of the EU just get completely shut out in the early game. That's when we're going to see uh, like Mike and Kurtis maybe run it back or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mike, it was hard. I don't know the answer to your turn one either, because with just not having last activation and Hulk being able to, not only did he get displaced super far, but he took 8 damage right turn one, which is like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Yeah, but maybe, I wonder if the Mystique 4 wide with Deception might have had some legs, like, because if he goes out wide with that Red Skull, you
Yeah.
can pull him back type stuff and try
You
to.
also get to drop the token on your back shelter, so if he is double displacing, you're still able to score that
Oh
point.
yeah, yeah, that's actually
Because
fair.
there was that one round where he dazed my pyro, and I was banking on him moving Hulk and Thanos, but pyro scoring, which ultimately wouldn't have mattered. I would have scored one more point, which for the pat on the back, but it didn't matter. So I've been talking a lot with Kohler from Sweden about this list, and he and I are tweaking it daily. And I think that we both agree that we're going to have to go back and add Blob in to be able to go 4 wide for this exact situation.
Kurtis and Mike, I had one last thing that I noted in the game, and it was like Mike's final potential out here. Of course, like Kurtis killed Hulk, so that didn't really happen. But um, my the round before, when Pyro attacked into Red Skull to daze him, we were making the call, or we were seeing the line where you put the damage into Thanos instead, and ideally Hulk gets an activation this round, and whoever Kurtis doesn't activate, Hulk could potentially double daze or slash KO the other two models, picking up a third virus maybe, and just dying and scoring out to 16. I don't know if did something like that, or did the virus collection option come up as any sort of potential out for you, Mike?
So I'm not quite at your level of talking out loud. Anyone out there who's ever played Lucas knows he talks through every possible thing he could do
Yeah,
in a round.
it's rough to watch Lucas
Yeah.
stream game games.
Yeah, it's entertaining to play though, because you're like, all right, well now I know everything he might do. But I do a similar thing, and I was talking out loud to Curtis, and I was saying that, do I move up here? Do I do that with Pyro? And I was measuring and thinking about all the possibilities. Ultimately, I landed where I did, and I just didn't think uh, he was going to come in and do the Dark Rain play. It just wasn't the most obvious thing to me. In hindsight, it was the obvious
Yes,
play.
yeah. I agree. Yeah.
I was just thinking about what my outs were, not what he was going to do to close the door. But yeah, I was thinking about picking up that virus or going into Thanos. I kind of miscounted where I thought where that round was going to go, so that's my mistake. But yeah, that was something I considered, was trying to get that with Hulk, and then went out on the virus there.
Yeah, well, either way, it was a fun match to watch. There was lots of decision points, even though there was a small amount of that your squads were pretty narrow. And yeah, it was great to watch two strong players battle it out. So congrats to Kurtis for winning the central bracket, and congrats to Mike for making cut, and I hope I can join you guys, but we'll see. And either way, good luck in the cut.
Yeah. Thanks everyone.
Thanks for streaming.
I
Thanks
will
a lot.
catch you guys. I'll catch you guys next time.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for watching the stream, everyone. Thank you, Schmid, for joining me. And yeah, I will see you guys. Maybe I might be streaming my game tomorrow for the league. And on Friday, I am going to be streaming Schmid versus Shadow Marvel, where Schmid hopes to shut the door on Shadow Marvel's hopes and dreams. I will see you guys later.